Women make up about half the workforce in this country, but on average earn only 81 cents for every dollar a man makes. Tomorrow, the Senate will vote on the Paycheck Fairness Act, a bill that would make it easier for women to sue employers who pay them less based on their gender. But once upon a time, a group of fearless women in Britain paved the way for equal pay, and their story has gone from the factory floor to the silver screen.
This is a man's world.
It may have been a man's world in 1968, but it wouldn't be for long.
The time has come for all women to say enough. We will not accept this any longer.
Made in Dagenham is the true story of a group of working-class English women who walked off the job, protesting their wages at the Ford Motor Factory.
This is about one thing, equal pay or nothing. Everybody, out!
The thing is, we had to do it. I mean, how can you work with men doing the same job and getting different money? It's not right, is it?
78-year-old Gwen Davis and 80-year-old Vera Sime were walking the red carpet this past weekend here in New York. But as two of the real women behind the historic strike, they remember walking picket lines after Ford downgraded their job, sewing seat covers for over 2,000 cars a day, calling them unskilled laborers.
So no car seat covers for Fords?
No, not from us anyway.
They downgraded your skill level so they didn't have to pay you as much.
At the time, all we wanted was a higher grade. We didn't want to be classed the same as janitors anymore, because that's what we were classed as, the same grade as janitors. And I mean, that wasn't fair when we were actually producing something and a janitor was just sweeping up.
The 3-week strike didn't just stop production at the largest Ford factory in Europe. On at least one occasion, the Divas of Dagenham also stopped traffic. You were there when there was a bit of a snafu with one of the signs during a protest. What happened?
We had these placards. What it said was,
we want sex, equality.
But what it read was, we want sex.
I know the feeling.
The cars and the lorries, we didn't know what was that. They was hooting. And I thought, oh, they're sticking up for us, we all thought.
This is unbelievable.
But no, they weren't hooting them because they said, we want sex.
They said, see you later, didn't they?
See you later.
Their provocative action finally caught the attention of Employment Minister Barbara Castle, played in the film by Miranda Richardson.
Their cause already has credence. It is equal pay.
The feminist firebrand eventually got Ford to pay them 92% of the men's wages. And 2 years later, she pushed the Equal Pay Act through Parliament. You may have gotten the same salary in 2 years' time, but it took 16 years for Ford to acknowledge that you were a skilled worker.
That's right, yes. Another 16 years.
And that was the real victory?
That was our victory, yes. That was what we were fighting for all the while, wasn't it?
And while the world had almost forgotten these so-called Revlon revolutionaries, Vera and Gwen say only now do they understand what an achievement it was to go from making car seats to making history.
I'm asking you to strike now for all women.
What do you hope women and men can learn from what you all did and seeing it portrayed in a movie?
Yes, well, they must stand up for themselves and fight.
Women must, and men must stand with them. I always said a man and a woman are equal if you're doing the same job.